One destination that's been at the very top of our travel bucket list for a while is Matera, and on this trip to Italy, we were determined to make it happen. Nicknamed the Stone City, Matera has been quite literally dug out of the rock, and it's a sight you won't soon forget. Set on the slope of a rocky ravine, the landscape is dominated by cave dwellings, zigzagging staircases, and early churches that hold some incredible frescoes once you set foot inside. During our visit, we stayed in the Sassi, which is the ancient town and in our opinion the best way to soak in the vibe of this place. Now in this video, we're going to take you on a tour of the city and show you some of the things you can see, do, and eat when you visit Matera. Well guys, I'm kind of speechless at the moment, like I don't even know what to say. I've been wanting to visit Matera for so long, and now we're here, and these are the views, it's just like, oh my gosh, is this place real?
Yeah,
like,
seriously, it's one of those places that just like, you're speechless, you're like, wow,
seriously.
How can this exist? Matera is well known for its rupestre churches carved into the rock and covered in frescoes. The most impressive of these churches charge admission, however there are some that you can visit free of charge.
We first stopped by Chiesa rupestre di San Pietro Barisano, which is the largest rock church in the city of Matera, however cameras weren't allowed inside.
However, we wanted to show you the frescoes, so we continued to Convento di Agostino, a church and convent dating back to the late 16th century. After visiting the church, we followed an opening to the left of the altar that led us underground, where we were met with impressive frescoes and stone sculptures, and just the two of us to enjoy it all.
Alright guys, this is amazing. It is whisper quiet in here, but Sam and I are the only ones inside this cave-like church where you can see frescoes from the 17th century. And it is just so amazing. And admission was free of charge, though you can leave a donation at the very end. But yeah, we're just blown away. Like, Matera is blowing us away. So a really cool thing about this town is that apparently this is the third oldest continuously settled city in the world. They believe that people have been living here for over 9,000 years, and this is third only to Aleppo and Jericho, which is amazing. And if you think this place looks super biblical like I do, you'll be pleased to know that this is where they actually filmed the movie The Passion of the Christ. Yet another amazing lookout point. It seems we cannot go wrong here in Matera.
The views are just stupendous.
From there we started walking uphill via a series of staircases and winding streets until we found ourselves in front of Matera Cathedral, which is built on the ridge that forms the highest point of the city. We had a quick peek inside to admire their extravagant ceilings, and then we had to stop and soak in the views. Alright guys, I don't even know why we're surprised anymore. Another lookout point, another magnificent view. Sam and I are literally just walking around going, wow, wow. And I feel like locals are probably looking at us like, yeah, we know, this is our home. But yeah, this is the lookout point. Check it out. You can see the whole city behind me. Alright guys, so we are super lost at the moment, but in Matera, that is a good thing. I was actually trying to lead Sam back to the apartment because it's gotten so cold, it is freezing out. And yeah, instead we've ended up in front of this incredible church carved into the rock. Can you see that back there? Like, seriously, it's just one of those days where I'm speechless. Like, I have been blown away by this destination. So, cold or not, we're gonna check this out because I don't even know if I'll be able to retrace my steps tomorrow. So, may as well see it now. Okay, so it would appear that this church carved into the rock that we're standing behind is called Chiesa di Santa Maria di Idris. And if you look just across the ravine, there's a whole bunch of like little caves carved into the stone. So again, amazing. And there's a trail there, and I've noticed a little bridge over the river. So it looks like it is possible to visit. So maybe
we'll try
on a warmer day.
Yeah.
Yes, we will attempt it.
And yeah, it is windy right now.
It sure
as
is.
You can tell. The rocky landscape we noticed is called Murgia National Park, and it's an archaeological site with cliffs, gorges, and caves that were settled in prehistoric times. We did come back to walk this trail a few days later, however we found a sign saying that it was closed for safety reasons. Hopefully it will reopen again soon.
But now let's take a quick break to introduce you to Materan cuisine. Like most of the establishments in Matera, this restaurant was set in a cave with whitewashed walls, and we wasted no time placing our orders. What else if not pasta and wine? We found a restaurant that specializes in Materan cuisine. And one thing I've learned here in Italy is that you never say you're having Italian food to an Italian, because the food really varies across the country, so it's more about the region, you know, trying regional dishes. So that's what we're going to be doing. One of the most highly recommended restaurants in the city is just like around the corner from our Airbnb, so we scouted it out.
2-minute walk.
Yeah, seriously. And it just opened a few minutes ago, so we're hoping to be the first customers there.
12:30.
So let's go eat. So I ordered the pasta that's called orecchiette, which I believe means ears or little ears because of the shape. If you have a look at the noodle here, it kind of has that form.
Mix it around for us a bit.
You want me to mix it around? I think it's already all mixed in. But yeah, this pasta comes with cardoncelli, mushrooms, and pork sausage. So let's try to get a little bit of everything in one bite.
It looks absolutely marvelous, I have to say.
It does. It's still piping hot. My gosh. That is wonderful. The pork sausage is so flavorful. I really like that. It's not like hot spicy, but there's like spices mixed in with the meat. So it's just really lovely. It goes so well with the tomato sauce. And I also really like the mushrooms. Okay, so introduce us to your masterpiece.
Oh my gosh, this is an exciting moment. So this is vermicelli with the cheese fondue.
Oh yeah.
And it also comes with big chunks of mushrooms and also pistachio all ground up. So.
Yeah, and when you ordered this, the waitress was like, oh yeah, the fondue one is good.
And this, this looks really cheesy. It's got a really nice creamy cheesy sauce. Let's try that.
Yeah. What do you think?
Wow. Yeah.
If you had to choose between your cheese fondue and mine, do you have a favorite?
I think I like the cheese fondue.
Really?
It's not as overpowering as I thought it would be though.
Yeah.
But what I really like about it is the crunchiness of the pistachios.
Ooh.
And then the juiciness of the mushrooms, and just it's creamy. It's just it makes for a wonderful bite. And that of course was followed by dessert. Audrey went for a creamy ricotta and pear cheesecake, while I went for the chocolate lava cake with warm gooey chocolate and a dusting of icing sugar. It was a great meal and we left beyond satisfied. We spent a lot of time visiting cave churches, but for a look at how locals lived in these troglodyte dwellings, we visited Casa Grotta. The Sassi district is made up of a network of dwellings carved into the steep slopes of the valley, and many of these homes were inhabited up until the 1950s when the government relocated the population to modern developments in the city. Walking into the Casa Grotta, we were able to see what the average home would have looked like. There's an audio recording that alternates between Italian and English inside the house, so visitors can get a clear picture of what daily life was like. For example, the family's animals would have been kept in the home, and dogs would often share the bed with their owners in order to generate heat and keep warm at night. That's definitely one tradition that Audrey would be more than happy to keep alive.
So next up, we're at Palombado Lungo, and we're going to be doing a tour of Subterranean Matera, which is really cool. I'm excited to be heading underground. So basically, this tour is €3 per person. It's going to be 25 minutes long. You have to go with a guide, and yeah, we're just waiting for our group together.
Yeah. And the English tours at the moment in the winter season are at 10:30 and 12:30.
But that could change. So if you're in the area, maybe just come down, look at the schedule, and pay for your ticket.
Yeah, we bought our tickets about 30 minutes in advance. Another interesting spot we visited was Palombaro Lungo, a massive water cistern that sits directly under Matera's main square. It dates back to 1846 and it supplied people with water until the advent of modern plumbing reached the Sassi. Then the cistern was almost completely forgotten and it wouldn't be rediscovered until 1991. Today it's a tourist attraction worth visiting. Our guide compared the cistern to an underwater cathedral, and it's easy to see why.
After visiting Palombado Lungo, we also found ourselves in front of the ruins of Chiesa del Santo Spirito. Today the church sits beneath Piazza Vittorio Veneto, and though the place looks weathered, you can still make out some of the frescoes on the walls.
Continuing our quest for Materan cuisine, we ended up at Ristorante Nadi, another cave restaurant that we stumbled upon by chance. The plan? To see if we could go through a 4-course meal and learn a bit more about Materan cuisine.
And today we have decided to do a 4-course meal.
Yeah.
However, our stomachs aren't really trained for the Italian way of eating, so we're going to share one 4-course meal between the two of us.
Oh my gosh.
4th course.
I probably, the first course almost did me in, so that's, I ate so much meat and cheese, and then all that pasta. It's just been so good though, like I just can't, when I'm having good Italian food like this, I just cannot stop myself.
Last but not least, our final recommendation for Matera would be to explore the city at night. Matera looks magical between sunset and blue hour, and it was a pleasure to wander around with camera in hand.
And that's a wrap for Matera. We hope you guys enjoyed discovering Italy's famed stone city, and we'll see you soon with more videos from Italy.